here to change the face of leadership, whether you're a stay-at-home mom or an entrepreneur. And I want to share with you what came through in this morning's meditation. And it goes along with a conversation I had with a client. This client of mine that I had a conversation with yesterday is an amazing, amazing businesswoman. She's an entrepreneur, solopreneur. She does amazing, amazing work. She has a great mission, and she's really pushing through, and she's done miraculously since she started her business. However, as a leader, and she is a leader, she's a leader of her family and her business, and of course her life. As a leader, you have to keep doing regular check-ins in your business. You have to keep checking in on your employees. You have to keep checking in on your finances, on your sales. You have to keep checking in and making sure that all systems are working, everything's in place, and everything is aligned with the mission and the purpose and the goal of the company. Correct? But as a leader, if you don't do regular check-ins with yourself, just like any other, like your body, just like any other organism, that will catch up. So if I don't do regular check-ins or checkups with my body, if I don't keep making sure that all my systems are working and are in place and they're all aligned with keeping me healthy and keeping me in the best shape that I can be, then there might be something starting to go wrong, starting to fail that I'm not noticing, or I'm not paying attention. Maybe it's the little pain that I'm avoiding. Maybe it's a little cough that I'm avoiding. There's something going on there that I'm not listening to, I'm not looking at, and that will catch up. So the same goes with a company, the same goes with an organization, and the same goes with yourself. So as the leader of your life, if you don't keep checking in on yourself and seeing if there is something that you're avoiding, if there's a limiting belief that keeps peeking in, that keeps penetrating, that keeps preventing you, it's like dragging, pulling onto something as while you're trying to speed up, there's something that's pulling you back, that's dragging you, that's dragging behind you. So what we did with her, and what I do and what I recommend you to do as the leader of your life, is look inwards and see if there's anything in your life that you keep avoiding. If there's a limiting belief that you keep ignoring, because she was like, oh, I know this is wrong. I know I'm thinking this limiting belief, but I'm over it. But I'm still, I managed to get through it. I know that it's there. I wish it was okay. I wish I didn't have it, but I can still pull through. I can still succeed even though I have this limiting belief. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way that you keep dragging something that's pulling you back. It's like having a little tiny hole in your boat, and there's a leak of air, and you're slowly being pulled down. You can't ignore your way of being. That will have its effect. So as the leader that you are, I encourage you to stop, to pause. You don't have to fix the hole. You just have to be aware that that hole was created by you, and that's a whole different conversation that maybe I'll have at one point. But that hole was created by you, and just by looking at it, you can see that you just created that to be, and you can create it not to be. So if you have a limiting belief, that was created by you, and you can just decide that you don't have that limiting belief. I know it sounds far-fetched. I know it sounds crazy, but that's really the way it works. And maybe I'll dive into it at some other point. But if you know any of the work of changing limiting beliefs, frequency work, Joe Dispenza, and so forth, you know that all those thoughts, all those limiting beliefs, all those little holes that are pulling you down are actually self-created, and those could be self-healed. So I encourage you to be the magnificence that you are. Where there is a will, there is a way. Failure is not an option. Absolutely. I love that. I love that. Thank you. Um, so be the best version of you, which is the way you were born. Everything else, all the holes, all the limiting beliefs is self-created. But make sure that you're checking in, because those will creep up. Those will come up. And those will affect the way you are in your company, in your life, and in yourself. So be the leader that you were designed to be. I love you. I hope that helps. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.